GOAT Squad TV. Now, coming off the sweep of the Brooklyn Nets, I want to give Jaylen Brown his flowers as a playoff performer. Jason Tatum, for some reason, always gets the credit. I had to, go on a Celtics fan saying that Jason Tatum and Giannis are the only guys doing it by themselves, taking out super teams. I was like, that is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. For one, Giannis has Middleton and Holiday, both former All-Stars. So he's not by himself. As a matter of fact, Middleton carried that team along with Holiday during the time Giannis was out. I believe he missed the whole entire conference finals. At least one or two of those games he played, and I think the rest of it was all those guys. He balled out, with a torn MCL during the finals, but let's not act like Middleton ain't put his work in. So this brings me to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, ever since 2018, has been one of the most unsung and unrespected, not only regular season players, but postseason players. Now, mind you, he missed the postseason last year because he had wrist surgery, right? But if you look at the other years, 2020, he balled out. We lost to Miami conference finals. That wasn't his fault. He balled out in that conference finals. He was pretty much the only thing holding us together when JT kept having shooting struggles. And obviously JT wasn't over getting the shot blocked in the first game. JT put 25 up, but JB put about the same amount of points up in that series. He balled out the series before that. You know what I mean? To get to the conference finals, he locked down Pascal Siakam. When Pascal was still considered an all-star player, coming off, defending his title. The league basically erased Pascal Siakam. He balled out against Philly multiple times, 2018 and 2020. Even 2019, even though we lost to Milwaukee, against Indiana, he balled out. He balled out against Milwaukee. He dunked on Giannis twice. This man has been highly disrespected amongst NBA circles for some reason, and I still cannot find it within myself to understand why. Maybe it's because he doesn't really care about individual accolades. Although he respects and wants to be an all-star, mind you, he got one all-star game to his credit. He should have gotten an all-star game this year. The fact that he was passed up even by the alternates by a lot. You had guys in the all-star game this year had no business being all-stars. No business being all-stars. I'm sorry. So many injuries, no business being all-stars. Jaylen Brown should have been an all-star. Even with the injury problems he had early in the year, he should have still been an all-star. I don't want to hear it. The NBA should be embarrassed for not allowing him to be an all-star. That said, this man is balled out. All 4 games in the fourth quarter, Jaylen Brown balled out against Brooklyn. That's not an easy task. He balled out all 4 games. When Jason Tatum fouled out because of that bogus call, him and Smart were the ones to step up, and Horford. You can't sit there and say Jason Tatum's doing this all by himself. Tatum would tell you he ain't doing it all by himself. Just like Giannis would never tell you he did it all by himself. The NBA wants to create storylines, and they always want to make it seem like one individual player is the reason why, they won a title. But without the supporting cast or without the second or third best players on those teams, they don't win anything. So we need to stop acting as if like JB doesn't deserve his flowers. Marcus Smart also deserves his flowers. The dude just won Defensive Player of the Year. Give him his flowers. Al Horford was a great veteran on his team this year. Deserves all his flowers. Time Lord deserves his flowers for what he did in the regular season before the injury. You know what I mean? Those guys deserve the flowers. But JB deserves his flowers by far. He hit a lot of big shots. Give him his flowers. GOAT Squad TV. Leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Does Jaylen Brown get underrated only because Jason Tatum gets a lot more attention from the media, even though I love Tatum? Tatum will tell you himself that JB deserves a lot more of the flowers as well. Gold Squad TV. Salute. I'm out.